Scanner is 3 important numbers that the scanner is going to give you that you should be plugging into your MT4 to begin trading. Those 3 important numbers are the entry, the stop loss, and the take profit. Now, as we know, anytime we're going to be entering a trade, we always want to know the exact price point to enter into the trade, which is what this entry point gives you. So all you have to do is copy this number into your trading platform, and this will be your entry, either by market or as a pending order. Next, the scanner is also going to give you the stops, which is the risk factor inside of the market. So by setting the stop loss, you'll know that your account would always be protected. So if it's ever a bad trade, you won't jeopardize your entire account. Just remember that nothing is 100% guaranteed. So make sure that you're always trading with proper risk management when using the Harmonic Scanner. Next are the target points such as take profit 1, take profit 2, and take profit 3. These are the 3 most likely targets that the Harmonic Scanner is going to come into. So if we're looking at a pattern and the entry is this green line and the stops are above and the targets are below, then clearly that means that we're looking to sell in this market. If the targets are ever above, then that means that we're looking to buy. It's not rocket scientists, but it's something that's very clear. Now let's take a look at the left side of the window so we can identify how to find multiple patterns that are happening in the market. You see, the Harmonic Scanner is operating and working 24 hours a day, every single day that the market is open, scanning and identifying patterns and delivering them right to your fingertips. So what you want to do is you want to come over here and you'll see there'll be a selection of multiple different brokers which you can choose from. You can choose almost any broker, as every broker will give you potentially the same patterns. So what we'll do is we'll start with the first broker on the left-hand side. As we click the broker, there's going to be a menu that opens up. We can click this small arrow and a drop-down menu will give us 2 specific time frames. It'll give us a time frame for 15-minute scans. Now, 15-minute scans means that there are much smaller patterns, which means that the market will move a lot faster to hit your stops or your targets. However, they will be less pips. Then if you come down here to the 1, 4-hour, and daily patterns, this will give you larger patterns happening within the market. Larger patterns typically take longer to execute. They give you bigger stop losses and bigger targets, meaning that you have a better opportunity to make more money. But it doesn't matter if you use the 15-minute or the hour, 4-hour, or daily. A win is a win. Now, what we're going to do is once we open up the drop-down menu, you'll see that there'll be a currency pair, a time frame, and a specific type of pattern. As you get better at trading harmonic patterns, you can pick and choose what pattern you want to trade, or you can simply trade all of them. The pair that is at the top of the list is the most recent pattern, while the pair at the bottom of the list is a pattern that happened quite some time ago. So if you're looking for trades that are ready to execute now, your best bet is to stick with the pairs that are first popping up, and you can also work your way down this list. Let's take a look at a couple of patterns and pairs. We'll take a look at GBP, JPY 1-hour Gartley time frame. Now, as we can see, this is a fresh scan inside of the market with just approached entry line, which means that this is a great opportunity for us to be able to enter into the market, set our take profits, and set our stop losses so we can get into a potential trade. Now, let's take a look at the drop-down menu once again. We'll come down here, and now we'll look at a pair that are already executed. We'll come down to the very last pair, which is Euro USD on a 1-hour time frame using a bat pattern. Now, as you can see on this 1-hour time frame, this trade executed quite some time ago. So from the current day in the market to when this pattern happened, this was nearly 15 days ago inside of the market. So sometimes you can come here, see patterns that are already formed, and potentially catch a trade with the pattern. However, that's high risk and that's not much advised. Now, if you guys want to become profitable at using the Harmonic Scanner, The best thing that you guys can do is follow your entry confirmation checklist that you do with normal Forex trading and use the Harmonic Scanner as an additional information. What do I mean? I mean, we know that when we jump into the market, we like to buy when the market is high at an area of resistance. So we can clearly see that entry is near the resistance, which gives us greater confirmation that the trend is going to be pushing down. So follow your entry confirmation checklist along with the Harmonic Scanner, and you may find yourself in some very profitable situations. If you would like to take the Harmonic Scanner to the next level, there are IML TV educators which practice special strategies with special indicators that allow you to become more profitable with the Harmonic Scanner and perhaps master a certain style of trading. As an example, there are some IML Harmonic Scanner educators which trade what's known as the Harmonic Boom strategy. The Harmonic Boom strategy will give you indicators that will indicate the market is going in the direction that the Harmonic Scanner says. So you can find the educators that use the Harmonic Boom strategy. You can find the educators that use the multiplier strategy inside of the market, or you can even choose other IML Harmonic Scanner educators that simply teach you how to become a pro at trading harmonics inside of the market. This concludes our tutorial on how to use the Harmonic Scanner. Be sure to further your education by plugging in with the educators that use the Harmonic Scanner, and you'll be able to start making consistent profits in no time. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Out.
All right. Thank you. Teamwork makes the dream work. Isis Love
Yes,
for going ahead and doing that for me.
All good.
Once again, yes, awesome. I want to ask you guys to manage your mute, just so everybody can hear and see what's going on. This part of it, we'll have some questions and answers as I go through exactly what he was talking about. There's two ways to get to your scanner. We'll start there. You can go into your back office. This is my back office I pulled up. You can hit Harmonic Scanner. It'll bring you to this page. You can say connect now. It'll usually give you that because I'm already open over here.
You can't see the screen, Zendra.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm just having a good old time sharing with myself. How about now?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yay. Let's do that again.
Alrighty. It says sorry,
All
please
right.
not found.
It does. Thank you. So what you do is connect, and the reason it says that is because I'm already in over here. But I just wanted to show you, you could find that if you didn't already pull it up. I already just pulled it up here at imlharmonicscanner.com. He talked about that in the video. So that's the other way that you can pull it up as well. I was actually looking at gold, but we won't go that. We'll go back to the basics. So when you pull up your Harmonic Scanner, let's just do a fresh one and see if it'll just pull up what I already had in. Awesome. So when you pull up the scanner, you go into imlharmonicscanner.com right up here at the top. This is what it's going to pull up. And just like he said, this is how you know this is a fresh scan, which means you've got the pattern here. I think this is a Gartley pattern, and it'll tell you right here in this area at the top. We're looking at CAD, the Canadian dollar, versus the Japanese yen. This is a 15-minute scan. And this is the type of harmonic pattern it is, the Gartley. When you jump into harmonics in the IML Academy, and that's more in advanced, you can actually go through and it'll give you the pairs and what they mean and how they see them. But the reason this is such a good trading assistant is because it does 80% of the work, and it's super simple right here how we have it. So if we start with this scan and you pull it all the way over here, we've got our regular candles here. And as you can see, this is what he talked about. Now, because the D is at the top of the scanner right here, this means that this is a sell that it's calling. Why? Your entry price is at the top. So is your stop loss. And it's got your take profits 1, 2, and 3 here. Now, for beginners, we suggest here with Trade Nation and iMarkets Live that you're going to go in and you're just going to do your first take profit. Why? If you want to measure that out, that's going to be on this 15-minute chart. That's only, so let's go into an hour because that's like 4 pips. And what I'm doing is going over here to the, what these are is your list of brokers. I actually use Hugo's Way, so I'll look at theirs. But literally, the reason they give you an option of brokers, different brokers have different spreads for the pairs in the market, but it absolutely does not matter which broker you use. So let's go into the 1 hour scans. I like to look at those. We're already looking at the CAD JPY. So let's see what that is in the hour scan. It looks like it's already kind of started moving. So this scan is not as fresh, but it's still here at the entry, as you guys can see right here. And on this scan, this is interesting. It's calling a buy. Hugo's Way CAD JPY is calling a buy because, and that move is already there. So this is something else about the Harmonic Scanner. If you want to get in a trade and you want to make sure that you check your pairs, you want to make sure you check them on multiple time frames. So if I put in, and the way to do that, and let me know if I'm going too fast. If I put in CAD, anytime you just want to look at something and you don't want to go to the brokers, you can go to the top window there and just type it in, JPY. So what it's going to tell me is how many different time frames per the brokers that I see it in. So it's got it in JFX in the hour time frame. It's got an FX choice in the 15-minute. And it just looks like it's got 15-minute and hour chart. So there's no 4-hour charts on these. So to be consistent for me in the market, I want to make sure it's you can see it in the pattern in 3 different time frames, meaning the hour, the 15-minute, and the 4-hour. All right. So let's go back to the basics. Again, this is a 15-minute scan. If you pull that up, you can go in and look at the hour. I like to analyze things in the 4-hour and in the 1 hour. So let's use one near the top, which means it's going to be a fresher scan, unless you're this one. USD CAD, which has already done some work. Your entry price was at the bottom. Yeah, this has already hit take profit 3. So that's how you know you want to go in and look at another one. I still want to do my hour chart. Let's look at GPB USD and see where that is. That's a butterfly. Again, that's already gone. Let's look in the hour chart. What is that? GPB USD. We just looked at that. Let's look at USD CAD. All right. So this one, now, the entry price they called was right here at the D. So this is a sell. All right. Because again, your stop loss is up here. You want to pull that down. Your stop loss is right here. Your entry price is here. And then you've got 2 entry prices here. And then you've got a take profit 1, 2, and 3. Now this is on the 4-hour chart. So if we were to look at, and this is your measuring stick here, whenever you hit the measuring stick, you can literally calculate from your entry price how many pips that you want to get. Okay. So right here, that's about 50 pips. Now, according to your trading plan, and as you go through your basics and IML Academy, you will develop a trading plan. You will decide how many pips you want in the market per day. What is your pip goal? All right. So once we break that down, my pip goal is between 30 and 50 pips. All right. So that would be a really nice trade right there at the first take profit. But as you're beginning to use the Harmonic Scanner, I say do your first take profit, and you're simply going to enter these numbers into your MetaTrader 4. I'm going to stop right now and ask if anyone has any questions about what I have explained about the scanner so far.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Are you gonna, this is Angel, sorry. Are you gonna teach us how to enter those numbers into our MetaTrader?
Your MetaTrader 4?
Yep.
Okay, do me a favor. Open up your MetaTrader 4 on your phone. Have you done that? And then you guys can follow along if you want. We can go ahead and put in this trade. It's pretty cool. In your demo account, hopefully. Once you've opened up your MetaTrader 4, let me know that you're there.
Sorry, I had you muted. I'm there.
Okay, beautiful. Now, you're going to go into your MetaTrader 4, and on your first screen, you've got your list of pairs, correct?
Yes.
Where it says AUD, USD. Okay, so you're going to look at the top. We're in USD CAD. You're going to look for USD CAD on your front page. Do you have that?
Hold on. USD CAD.
Yep.
Hold on. Let me add it.
Okay, cool. You can add it. And you guys, awesome. Follow along. This is great. So the cool thing, while you're doing that, the cool thing about looking at when it has 2 entry prices, because I know you're like, well, that's kind of weird. The best thing to do when there are 2 entry prices is to enter somewhere in the middle.
Okay, so
Okay, go ahead.
I add it. Okay.
Okay, so once you've done that, so go in. Are you on an Android or an iPhone?
I'm on an iPhone.
An iPhone. Beautiful. Now you're gonna go in at the bottom, and you're gonna hit that pair, the USD CAD,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna open up your trade window.
Yep.
Now, if you're gonna do it, I would do an instant execution maybe but I wouldn't get in right now. But so let's go ahead and enter the second entry price. You see that one, 1.31291. So what you're gonna do, what you're gonna do is you're gonna hit buy limit. Which means when it hits that, we're going to put in a pending order. So you hit CAD, USD CAD.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, nope, that's a sell limit. My bad, because we're calling a sell. So do you see at the top where it says market execution? You're going to hit that, and then it's going to give you options: buy limit, sell limit.
Right.
So you're going to hit sell limit, and then you'll get a price. So go ahead and enter 1.31291. I'll do it with you.
1.392.
Look on the screen. See my screen? See
Yeah.
that second entry price on the way down? That's what you're entering. 1.31291.
91. Okay.
All right. Then you're going to go and find your stop loss. Now, our stop loss is way up here. I like to do a 30 to 50 pip stop loss. So I'm going to measure up from this second entry price.
Okay.
I'm going to hit the measuring stick right here. You can watch me do it on the screen. And I'm going to go up. So for me, what's funny is your first entry price is about 30 pips. So go ahead and enter your stop loss at 1.31559. Do you see that right there?
5.
The first entry price?
Yep.
Okay. So now, then we're going to do, what we're going to do is we're going to go to that first take profit and enter that on your take profit.
And that is?
The first take profit is right there at TP1,
right.
1.31073.
31.
Excuse me, could this is Shanice's mom. Could you tell me for that take profit, what was those numbers again?
Are you looking at the screen?
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. I have an Android, so I'm trying to go between the chart and putting the numbers in. So what was that take profit number?
If you're looking at the screen, it's right here. It's take profit 1. It's 1.31073.
Okay, then. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then you're just going to hit place.
Okay.
Now you hit place. You're in the trade.
Okay.
Are you in the trade?
Hold on. I'm ready to put it in
No,
the numbers.
I'm asking you and anybody else doing this. It's all good.
No.
Huh?
Some of us are a little behind. Can you show us how you got to that chart? Bring up this scanner chart. And I think everyone has a different view of the screen because you guys are mentioning stuff to enter on the MetaTrader 4, and I'm not seeing that on my screen at all. So I just want to make sure
so do you have
screen.
Absolutely. Do you have an iPhone or a Android? Because it's different.
Android.
Okay, now on the Android, and Broderick, if you could come off mute and walk him through. I do know you have an Android. Are you there, Broderick?
Yes, I am.
Wonderful. Can you walk this gentleman through exactly what I said, but on the Android? Because it's different how you enter it, correct?
Yes, it is. Now, First of all, you have to figure out, are you going to go into a buy or a sell? Did you figure that part out yet?
Yeah, I just need to know how to get to this same screen that you're on. How to get to this chart. I missed that part because I don't see it listed on the left side.
The harmonic scanner or
yes. The harmonic scanner.
Okay, so the harmonic scanner, you need to go in through either a laptop or a tablet. Are you trying to do the scanner through your phone?
On my laptop.
Okay, wonderful. Go to IML.
Yeah, I'm there. How do I bring up that chart? Yep, I'm already there.
Okay, so you're looking for USD CAD.
Okay.
On the 4 hour. So you can either type in that box USD CAD.
No. I can't
and find the pair.
I can't type in
the 4 hour chart. You can't type in the box. Are you on a tablet or
I'm on my laptop?
Are you on a laptop? Double click.
There's nothing going on.
And hit USD CAD.
It's not doing anything. It's not clicking.
Okay, breathe. It's okay. Then go over to one of your brokers, and that's any one of these here on the side. Open it up. We're going into the hour and the 4 hour, and you're going to look for the scan that says USD CAD.
Okay. I was looking for the 4 hour one because that was the one you were using, so that was why I was lost.
Absolutely. So then just keep going until you find it. So when you pull it up, it'll say USD CAD, and then you see how it says 1 hour.
Yeah.
Then what we want to do is look down that list and go, where's my USD CAD for the 4 hour? If I don't see it on that list, I'm going to go to the next broker, hit my scan for USD CAD, and I'm keep looking. USD CAD 4 hour. And again, it might take a minute, and you might have to look through several brokers. But this is a habit you want to go ahead and you get good at. Because unless you get these confirmations, you don't want to jump in the market. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. I forgot which one we were looking at, but we're going to find it.
There it is. Okay.
And anyone else, if you guys have questions, you can type them in the chat. There we go. I see it. USD CAD 4 hour. And we're back.
Yes, thank you.
Did you find it? Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So now, are we looking at all the numbers?
Yes.
Over to the right? Okay. So this is where I got the entry prices. Let me get out of that. So again, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry to cut you off. But it won't let me place my order.
Why not?
Expiration.
I'm not sure. Expiration.
Oh, okay.
I would just
so what happened? I would market execution too. So yeah, just go back and hit market execution, jump in the market, and then make sure you put the stop loss as the entry price and the take profit one. Thank you for that, Isis.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't let me do it.
It did or it didn't?
It didn't. It didn't.
Well, I just did it. Let me see.
Well,
USD
it says expiration
right?
is not set.
The timing on it?
Yeah, it said it's not set. Expiration. And it does not let me place the order.
Okay, let me see.
Can you screenshot it and just send it to the WhatsApp, our WhatsApp generator?
Thank you.
Noble Zane WhatsApp, and I can look at it.
Okay.
And then another thing you can do is go ahead and hit, because we're in your demo account. So go ahead and hit sell.
Oh, I'm not in my demo.
I don't see where you
okay. Numbers. So here's everyone on the line, do not take direct scans, and put them directly into your live account. You haven't verified this. I'm about to show you a very simple strategy that you can lay over top of this to double verify it, but we're not there yet. Everyone on this call should be starting in your demo account.
Oh, okay.
There's no, come on. Unless you're an experienced trader and you've done your analysis of this pair specifically, then trade at your own risk. But for the sake of us figuring this out, because this is a beginning call, so we can get you to the 52 weeks and we can get you trading profitably, consistently, we should only be dealing in our demo accounts here, folks. And the other reason it might not let you in is leverage and lot size. And I can't see any of that on your phone, but that's a little more advanced. And if we don't know what those things are, we definitely should not be taking live trades. Does everybody hear me and understand? Please say yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
I have a question.
Sure.
I am on my demo account just to verify, but it won't let me when I try to push the plus button to add the US CAD, it won't let me. I only have 2 pairs on the screen at the moment.
Are you have you already added your brokerage account? Or are you using the demo in the MetaTrader 4?
I'm using a demo.
Right, but have you added a brokerage account? Because
yes,
you have. You got Hugo's Way?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So you went into the ad screen and you went into Forex crosses and you can't find USD CAD?
No, the plus sign is not it's not white, it's clear, so it won't let me click on it.
Hey, Jakar, screenshot. Can you screenshot that and text me?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So again, how do we enter these numbers into MetaTrader 4? I know it's
You
different.
simply look.
Right, but,
you simply look at if you're on the so on a it just jumped out of my head because I have an Apple. The other one, the one you have.
Android.
Broderick.
Hey, I know how to do it as well, Zindra.
Okay.
Yes,
awesome.
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, cool.
Broderick, can you talk him through simply entering the terms from the Harmonic Scanner into the MetaTrader 4 on an Android?
Yes, I can.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Go ahead. I'm already here. I'm already on my screen.
Okay, so you're on the right pair that you're supposed to have, right?
Yep, USD, yep.
Okay, so only thing that you're supposed to be doing now, you're going to be entering your price. So you enter your price right in the middle. You should see on the left side, it should be a red slide,
yes.
Red line, and on the right side, it should be a green line, right?
I see that, yes.
Okay, so red means stop. That means your stop loss.
So then when you go back to the Harmonic Scanner, see the stop loss is way up here at the top?
So you add the stop loss to that, and you add that under red. So your red is always stop. Green is always take profit. That's your green. That's your goal.
Beautiful.
So if there's more than one take profit, you can only enter the second one after the first one passes?
You can no. You use that, like she said before, you use that at your own leverage. And how many pips are you chasing?
The thing.
I'm sorry, Zivir.
Absolutely. No, that's good. So it depends on your risk level. The reason they're going to give you different take profits, because once you analyze these in the market, they'll line up to absolutely where they're predicting price is going to go. But if you keep looking at these scans, sometimes it hits the second and third take profit, sometimes it does not.
So
but the longer you're in the market, the more chance there is that you will lose money.
Okay, so it's safer to at least take the first one first.
At least in the beginning.
Right.
Until you learn, until you know the patterns, until you know your pairs. I always tell everybody, start with the first take profit. Then what we can teach you to do, which is more advanced, you can actually move your stop loss up to where that, once it passes that take profit, move your stop loss up. You can secure those profits, and then you can go ahead and go to take profit too by entering another twin trade. But that's advanced. We want to keep the beginning. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. So is everybody clear on how to, either on an Android or an iPhone, how to enter these coordinates or these numbers from your harmonic scanner?
Yes, ma'am.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
not.
do?
I'm not clear. I'm not clear yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name? And then tell me where you need some assistance. I want to help. And we got leaders on the phone that can help as well. If Isis wants to jump in, Noble's a master trader. Broderick's been doing amazing, consistent trades too. So go ahead. What's your
Well,
question?
yeah. My name is Jamal, and so I got the
Hey,
MetaTrader.
Jamal.
Hey, good. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, so I got the MetaTrader downloaded on my phone. How do I know if I'm in the demo account or the other account?
Okay. Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I got both, but I'm using the iPhone right now.
Okay, beautiful. First of all, you're a wonderful person because you use your. No, I'm joking. So you're gonna go into settings at the bottom of your iPhone. See the settings button?
Yep.
Now, when you hit that, if you look at the top, it's gonna say Hugo's Way or whatever your broker is, and it's gonna say demo or it's gonna say real.
Mine says demo and it says disconnected. I might need to add my broker into here, huh?
That means you need to add your broker. Absolutely. And all that means is that there's going to be some pairs and some stuff that you can't trade until you've added your broker. And when you add your broker, you want to open both a demo account and a live account.
Okay.
Because your live account can still be attached, but you can't get to it. You can't trade it unless there's money there. And then you get your own risk.
Yeah, no, I got two accounts. I just gotta connect them.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah. And all that takes is that email that they send you. Put those passwords in, and then you can access those brokerage accounts from your phone, from your MetaTrader 4.
Okay, thank you. And so
You're
what
welcome.
do I do? So what do I do next to connect the Harmonic Scanner? I got the Harmonic Scanner open on the laptop.
Okay. Okay. Are you looking at the same pair we're looking at? The USD CAD in the 4 hour?
Am I looking at that on the MetaTrader or am I looking at that on the laptop?
You're looking at that on your Harmonic Scanner.
So the Harmonic Scanner is okay.
Zinja, this is
Yes.
Noble. I just
Hey, Noble.
wanted to add everybody on Friday during my class at 8 o'clock. We will be going over in the academy trading on an iPhone, trading on an Android, and we will be going over MetaTrader, putting in the numbers. Again, we will spend extensive time on that with the questions and answers from the Harmonic Scanner tonight.
Awesome.
I'm complete.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, no, dude, we've all been where you are. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no bad question. We're gonna take as much time as possible. We get it.
Okay, so so I got it open. It says new account on top. It says and then it says mail and all this. This is for the MetaTrader, and I'm logged into imlharmonicscanner.com.
Okay.
And so what do I do next to get to where you're at?
Okay, so once you get to, we are under I am in Trader's Way. Do you see these right here? Where are you looking at the screen? I'm at the brokers here.
Okay, hold on.
See where my
I wish
okay,
I'm gonna join Zoom on my laptop so I can see better what you got going on there.
Okay, cool.
Do you have a Zoom ID number? You could just tell me real quick.
I do. You know what? Just go in through TradeNationVegas.com.
Okay.
Then join the presentation. And there we are.
TradeNationVegas.com.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, join the presentation. Okay. Yep. I am there as well.
Are you J Boss or Giovanni?
No, neither. Hold on.
Neither? Well, somebody just popped on.
Yeah, this is yep.
All right. I forgot I was sharing my screen. And everybody business. Okay. So do you see right here where we're on the Harmonic Scanner?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. So what I did is I went in over here and looked at these areas here. This is where all of your brokers are listed. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is the pair we're looking at the top. We're under Trader's Way. We're looking at USD versus CAD, and we're looking at the 4-hour chart. So how we found that is we went in here, we hit the down arrow, and it gave us a scan for hour, 4-hour, and the daily charts. Then I went down and we found USD CAD on the 4-hour chart, clicked it, and that got us here.
All right, I'm gonna get there real quickly.
Okay.
All right. It's a little triangle one. And H1B thing. And what's the pair called again?
USD versus the Canadian dollar, CAD.
Okay, USD Canadian.
And we're on the 4-hour chart.
Okay, I think I went too far. USD JPY, USD CAD, and 4-hour. Yep, and it says USD CAD 1H4 and Shark, right?
Yep. Shark is a pattern. Don't worry about it. Just realize it's a shark pattern for right now.
Thank you.
And you see the scan in the screen, correct? So this is what we were talking about, where your entry price is here. See, it says 2 entry prices. Because what's happening right here is a bunch of consolidation. Right here. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Circle it. See all that?
Mm-hmm.
The market moves 3 ways. It moves to the right and it moves up or down. Okay, we make money. When we buy and it moves up, we make money when it sells and it goes down. We don't make money when it goes sideways. See that sideways movement?
Right.
But what's going to happen is it's testing and retesting, and it's either, according to the harmonic scanner, because the D is at the top, it's calling a sell. How we know that? Stop loss is at the top here. Get that out of the way. See that? Get rid of that. Stop loss is at the top, your entry prices are at the top, and your take profits are at the bottom. So that's how we know this is a sell. So what you could do is you missed the first entry price. So if you were going to go into your MetaTrader 4 and enter this trade, you could go on as an instant execution. And then you're just going to make sure you put in, this is your take profit 1. And then either you can use the stops they called. I would use this entry price because it's about 30 pips away. But again, you have to do a trading plan is what you want to make sure you do, because you're keeping account of your entry prices, what you're trading as far as your pair, how many pips you want in that trade. Again, the longer you are in the market, the more chance they have to take your money. So when you go in with a trading plan, you know you're going to get your 10, 15, 20 pips in dip, and you're done trading for the day.
I like that.
Yeah. Like I always want to teach a healthy respect for the market so that you don't blow several accounts. You still might.
Question.
Yes.
How do you enter the entry price? Do you have to wait till it gets to that price, or is there a way to set it to this when it gets to that price?
The entry price you're gonna enter if you're doing a pending order. And a pending order is a buy stop. I'm sorry, a buy limit, a sell limit, or a buy stop or a sell stop. We're not going to handle that right now. Because what you want to do more times than not with a harmonic scanner is instant execution. Which means as soon as I put in my stop loss and my take profit and hit buy or sell, you're in the market. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So how do we connect the Trade Nation to the Harmonic Scanner? So how does that work?
What do you mean connected?
Okay, so So we're entering a trade on that MetaTrader 4 on the phone, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. You're going to enter these numbers.
Got it. Okay.
That's it. Because what it did is through this harmonic pattern, it did the work for you. It said, this is definitely going to be a sell. It says we have 2 entry prices that you can pick. The D is at the top. That's where you're always going to start. Then it says we're guaranteeing, we're not guaranteeing because there are no guarantees in the market. We're predicting pretty solidly because of these patterns that that it's going to hit these levels. When you're starting, you only, in my opinion, the way I learned, and I'm only giving you my opinion, disclaimers, I'm only going after 30 to 50 pips in the market. If I hit this first take profit, I'm right now at 28 pips. I'm good with that for my daily. Now, if we kept going down, now you're risking a little more and you're in the market later, but there's 63 pips that you can gain on this if you're trading in the 4-hour. You'll learn about the different time frames and how many pips you can get because you're in longer time frames, but you'll learn about that as you go through your academy. I don't want to get ahead of anyone. Did that answer your question?
I believe it did.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All righty. Really quickly, I want to show you just some cool things about your harmonic scanner. We're going to wait till next week, and then I'll show you a simple strategy. We're going to give you some time to play with simply pulling up. We'll look at another pair. We'll see if another pair is ready to go. Let's look at Euro versus NZD. Okay, this one, as you can see, is already gone. You guys see this? Which means it started here. The D is at the bottom. So this is a buy. It already hit the first take profit. You see how it hit the second take profit? Retested and then went down. So if you were in here longer than the first take profit, you might have hit the second. But if you were in here and you wanted to go to the third, now it might retest and then jump back up. But you got to decide if your account can take all that. But the first move, it hit the first and the second take profit. Do we see that? Is everybody clear on that? It's kind of late, so we might not find any fresh scans, but I want to try to find a fresh one. Ooh, this one's fresh. 15 minutes. If somebody is muted, if you could manage your mute, I would truly appreciate it so everybody else can hear the information. Beautiful. Chairman T-Bird, did you have a question?
Yes, ma'am.
Got your hand up.
I do. I have a couple questions, actually.
Wonderful.
Okay, so first of all, does it matter what pairs you are looking at and trying to trade versus the time of the day, or only the only ones that open up and are available are when that market is open?
That's a great question. So it's still gonna follow. It's still gonna follow the trading, the market when the markets are open. But if a pattern hits, like the other day, a USD JPY hit like at 9 o'clock, and usually that's a little early for that one to hit. But once it hit, I was looking at my scanner, and then I laid the Milwaukee sauce on it. So I was looking at it in the hour. Now it didn't hit. I put in a pending order, and it didn't hit till maybe 2 hours later. But the scanner had already called the scan. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay. My second question.
More times than not, it will go with when you're trading in the markets with the London session and all that. But
okay.
I look at my scanner probably 5 to 6 times a day, just because I'm looking at my specific pair.
Okay, perfect. My second question is, so we were looking at this on the Harmonic Scanner, we were looking at it in the 4-hour time frame. Now, do you need to enter the trade in the same time frame on MetaTrader 4?
Yeah. You want to enter anything in the MetaTrader 4 in the same time frame you're looking at it, definitely. So yeah, most of the time I enter trades, even if I look at it in the 4-hour time frame, I'm looking at the 4-hour time frame for confirmation. I'm entering all my trades off the 1-hour time frame for me. But I'm just starting to develop kind of a longer time frame look at stuff. Because in the 52 weeks, we're studying now, looking at the weekly, marking up in the daily, and then jumping in a 4-hour. But I think that's a little more advanced. But right now, you just want to use the different time frames for confirmation. Because if I'm looking at Euro AUD in the 15-minute, and it's calling a buy, and we can clearly see this, stop loss at the bottom, entry price here, and your take profits going up. So if I wanted to look at this and I'm like, okay, it's looking good in the 15-minute. Let me see if there's even a scan for the hour or the 4-hour in the Euro AUD.
Can't you just change the drop down from the top instead of using the pull down over there on the left?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Can't you just use the hour, the time selection at the top?
You absolutely can. You absolutely can. You absolutely can. But what I want to do is if I can find it in Trader's Way on the same one, I want to use the same one. That's why I do this first, and then I can type it in the top and drop it down. Absolutely. But if I'm here and I see it, then I'm good.
Right. Well, and that's what I was wondering, because I usually I'll check my trends in the 4-hour.
Yes.
And then I confirm in the 1 hour, and then I'll, like if I'm scalping or something, I'll trade in like a 15-minute. But yeah. I guess I was just kind of wondering, if let's say, like we looked at the 4-hour in the Harmonic Scanner, and that's where we got our stop loss and our take profit. But when I entered it in the MetaTrader 4, of course, I didn't change the time because I was automatically in there. But if you enter those numbers, it will still take your profit, even if you entered it in a 1 hour in MetaTrader 4, but you're actually taking the numbers from the 4-hour in the Harmonic Scanner, it will still take your profit at that number.
Absolutely, but now you're dealing with your pip count.
Right, exactly. Okay.
And what you're expecting. So you want to be as precise as possible, which is why I know the Harmonic Scanner is our trading assistant. I know it does 80% of the work. It still means you need to go hard in the paint until you're secure on the 20%. Because it's a comfortability of jumping in the market. So this is what's interesting. I just opened the scan for the Euro AUD, and it doesn't even have a new scan. So it doesn't even say what it's set up for. And we were just looking at it in the 15-minute. So for me, I would wait for the scan. I'm not trying to do more work. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect. I was just confirming my thoughts. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay. Awesome. Ooh, what's gold doing? Okay, now I'm just getting out of pocket. Okay, let's go back. Stay basic. 15-minute scan. We were looking at Euro AUD. This one's ready to go. Hey, boo. So again, if you were to go ahead and open up your MetaTrader 4, it's already past the entry price, so you would definitely jump in this one as a market execution. Can we see that? And then again, if you got in right here, entry price to a 50, either a 50 or 30 stop loss, then you can go ahead and put your stop loss here. That's a 40 pip stop loss. Actually, we're in the 15 minutes, so you're good. So that's like a 6 or a 10. So your stop loss is good there. That's a 10. But not to confuse anyone, sorry. All right. So any questions about looking at scans on your Harmonic Scanner? Again, you could just pull the drop box up here. Just like I said, you are AUD. And then it'll tell you all the different time frames again here, if you want to pull up the scans and look at it that way. What other cool things? If you want to, I don't know if you guys are marking up charts, but I do a lot of markups and so forth here. And then, of course, you can use all of this. This is great to measure your pips. If ever you're looking for, remember the time frame you're in, so you know how many pips you want to get. What else? Basics. Anytime you need to look at the scan a little closer, you can definitely do that to see where it is. What else? Go ahead.
I'm not really quite sure that I understand how to read this Harmonic Scanner. Can you just kind of briefly?
Okay, so you're going to open up a scan. This is going to be your harmonic pattern. The place you're always going to start on your harmonic pattern is at the D. We see the D?
Yeah.
I'll circle the D.
I see it.
I'm a visual person. Sometimes I need a circle. Okay, so once the D is happening, if you look at the D and you look right across, you're always going to have an entry price, maybe 2 here. Does that make sense?
I see the entry price.
Okay, then your stop loss, which means this could call this. Somebody could get in the market, the banks could go, some news can come out, and even though the harmonic pattern found this, it could go the wrong way. Your stop loss secures that once you put this in, if it goes the wrong way in your MetaTrader 4, it's going to pull you out of the trade. Do we understand that?
Got it.
Beautiful. So now, once you put in your entry price, if this was a fresh scan, it's not fresh because it's already started moving up. So if it was fresh, I would have had my entry price. So you just go in the market here for a buy. That's your first take profit. That's what you would put in. Now, once it hits that take profit and you put that in your MetaTrader 4, it's going to pull you out of the market and say, you got your pips. Have a great day. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but why is that to take profit? Why is that quick to take profit?
Because that's what the harmonic scanner has given you.
Yeah, because it's in line with B on the harmonic scanner.
Absolutely.
Okay, got it. Okay.
So then take profits. Now, the other thing it's in line with is touches in the market. And you'll learn about this when you're studying support and resistance. Now, if I go to take profit 2 and I put a dark line there, that's an area of consolidation all the way back through the market. Does that make sense? You see how many times that's touched?
Yep.
So the take profit area is going to be right around there. It's the zone. So I would say probably from here to here is the zone. So that means looking back on what we saw in the market, that's probably going to hit here and hesitate. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So if it's mine, I might go ahead and take that profit and I'm done for the day because I might have hit my pip limit. But say there's a little more risk, and I'm saying I believe in, okay, so then I might put in the take profit 3. That means I'm going to stay in, and my account can sustain this whole move.
So
Does that make sense?
Yeah, if the account could sustain it, I mean, you're pretty sure that you can go to C eventually.
Okay, so here's the thing: there are no guarantees in the market.
Right.
So you saw the last one of the other scans where I pulled it up where it went all the way to take profit 2 and then it went back down.
Yep.
So here's the thing: if you did that and you got out of the market, you're fine. If it went back down, you're now losing money.
Right.
If you have a small account and your lot size is too big, it might take your whole account on that retest. Does that make sense? Or the pullback?
Yep.
Okay, so that's why we suggest, even in demo, hopefully you don't have more than 3,000 or 5,000 even in your demo, because you want it to look as real as possible. You want it to be money you're actually dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we're saying you're not going to go more than 3% of your account to decide what that is. So like you can play with your demo and go, my risk factor is way up here. But then what you want to keep doing is coming back and looking at the scanner and seeing how many times on this pair it actually hits your third take profit, depending on which harmonic pattern you're dealing with. This is the butterfly pattern. The butterfly pattern does a whole bunch of other stuff on its own. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
So, okay, quick question before you continue. If we were going to get on this trade right now, the current price is above the entry price. So we would do a market execution and we would go in at the entry price.
Market execution, yes. And
Okay.
I would get in right where price is.
Okay, and then for a quantity, would you put 1 or what would you put for quantity to maximize the profits from this first?
What would I put where?
For the quantity, would you put 1 or 100? Like
what do you mean? I don't know what you mean. So price is right here. This blue line right here is where price is. So that would be where I would enter. And then you could go and see how many pips if this is worth. So from where price is right now to the first take profit is only like 2.5 pips. So I would clearly go to take profit 2. Oh, no, wait a minute. Where are we? All right, I might go on for 20 pips. I might do that. Was that the question? What was the question you were asking? I'm sorry, I might not be understanding you. Hello?
Because like under market execution,
Yes.
It defaults to 1. I guess it's the quantity. If you
So
make
it's
that,
going to put 1.59531.
Lot size. He talking about lot size.
Lot size.
Oh, lot size. Okay, so it depends on your account. You don't want to risk more than 3%. So that could be a 0.03. That could be 30 cents. If it's a $3,000 account, you want to risk more than what's 30% of the account? $3.
Okay.
That's when you have to be careful about your lot size. Thank you for that, Isis.
Yeah, Geo just got started 2 days ago, so he has still has to go through his academy. So I really feel, Geo, the more you get through the academy, it's going to explain to you a lot of things that you're asking.
Okay. Okay.
And then here's the thing too. What I would do is wake up, look at your harmonic scanner, just see any of them that are ready to go, and then go ahead and put in a bunch of different trades so that you can see what they look like in the market. And you can watch how they move and how much information you get from the scanner. Because that's how I learned. I just would go in and I would look and go, this one's ready to go. Let's see if it calls. Now, by the end of the day, probably about anywhere between 75 to 80% of my trades were in profit. I did that at Take Profit 1. Then there were a couple of them where I was like, ooh, let me go to Take Profit 2 because I've been watching this pair. But allow yourself the process of learning.
What do you mean?
It's not hard, but it's absolutely, I'm sorry, what?
No, I'm sorry. Continue what you were saying. I'll ask after.
Okay, no, that's it. Allow yourself the process. Know that it's not hard, but it's new. And know that there are no guarantees in the market. We teach you loss mitigation. We teach you making sure that you don't blow your account, that you respect the money that you have, that you respect the market. But there is no solid way to say you're going to get in the market and this is going to win every time. That doesn't exist. So get that out of your head.
Perfect. When you said when you said in the morning to get up and look at your harmonic scanner to see if it's ready to go, what do you mean if it's ready to go? What is ready to go?
I mean, like this one right here is already, see where the take profit is? I'm trying to find a fresh scan. It's late. And I'm trying to find a fresh scan so you can see what ready to go is. Ready to go means it's at D, there's a candle here, and nothing else has started. Does that make sense?
Got it.
And let me see. I'm going to find one. The last thing I do. USD JPY. Nope. Already went. Fresh scan. We already looked at that. Already going. But I would still jump in that buy. Okay, that's me.
So if you jump in that buy, you will go and enter on the first blue, correct?
You're going to enter where price is.
Yeah, right there. Move your,
Right here?
Right here? Right there?
That's where you're going to move. That's where you're going to, well, if you hit market execution, that's where it's going to enter you. Pretty close to that.
Okay, automatic, right.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
The USD CAD trade that we executed.
Yes, ma'am.
Are we gonna let that ride out on its own?
Why not? You put in a take profit, right?
Okay.
And you put in a stop loss.
Yeah, I did.
So what's going to happen is either it's going to hit your take profit or your stop loss.
Gotcha.
And you'll see the end of it. Does that make sense? Because I know when I first started, I just wanted to kind of see how trades moved and worked before I was dealing with my real money.
Right.
And the cool thing is you're already paying for a really good tool.
Right.
That Christopher Terry came up with that does most of the work. And for me, once I started looking at them on the harmonic scanner, when I was looking at them in trading view, I could almost kind of see the patterns forming.
Okay.
So it kind of started training my eye. Then once I started marking up charts, it became easier for me. And sometimes I'll look at something that I'm marking up on trading view, and then I'll pull it up and I'll be like, let me see if there's a pattern on it. I feel like there's a pattern on it. So it's just a wonderful guide to have.
Okay, gotcha.
And utilize right now while you're learning. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Beautiful. Anyone else? We're gonna go ahead and end because I want to respect everybody's time. But I would just urge you to get in there and play. You'll get the fresh scans when the market's open. As you can see, it's kind of tough to find a fresh scan. But a fresh scan means that there's just a candle here and it's ready to go. And it's calling either, this is a, let's do a quick quiz. Is this a buy or a sell? Anybody can open up and answer for me.
That's a buy. It's going up.
It absolutely is. Yay. See, it kind of cheated because you saw those. But that's it. First, you want to go in and just pull up a scan and go, is this a buy or a sell? And it's super easy. If it's on the bottom, it's a buy. Stop loss on the bottom, entry price on the bottom, buy. If it's on the top, it's a sell. You've just gotten an A on your first harmonic scanning training situation. Nothing. Yeah, everything's gone. Everything's going. So this one, interesting, was a buy. It went up, hit take profit all the way up to take profit 3. And then started on down. So just to look ahead really quickly, let me see if I can do that. I don't want to do that. Before we go, let's look back at our CADJP one. Is this the one we put in? Look at those long wicks.
It was USD CAD.
CAD, thank you. I got stuck on a JPY. And we looked in the 4-hour, right?
Yeah. There's one. Up, up, up. Okay.
Still in consolidation. Look at that. That's crazy. Do we see that?
I think that's the 1 hour, isn't it?
It is the 1 hour.
1 hour.
You're going sideways.
Right. And sideways means be patient. Develop it. Figure it out. Yes, it's consolidation too on this one. But when that sucker goes, it's going to go.
So right there, there's 2 entry prices. So you would want to get in as long as the price is in between those 2 entry prices, right?
Yeah, so that's the rule of thought. When there's 2 entry prices, get in like somewhere in the middle. But next week, next Wednesday, I'm going to show you the Milwaukee sauce. I don't know if everybody here is familiar with the Milwaukee sauce. But the cool thing about that is it's going to be able to, my eraser. It's going to be able to, it's a really simple strategy that we lay over top of the harmonic scanner that increases your entry price so you can be very precise with it. But I will show you guys that next week. This week, I just really wanted to familiarize. Please take the week, go through, push everything, look at everything on the chart, magnify, unmagnify, write lines. If you guys are studying Fibonacci, that's all of that stuff. But I don't want to get too far ahead. Just go in, look at it. If you want to go into a full screen, you can do that as well. Sometimes just to look at it. Any other questions about the very basics of looking at your chart and putting in a trade right now?
Yes, like really quick. So
okay.
The part that was confusing was, what are you entering into MetaTrader for? So there are 3 different colors here. So I understand that the stop loss is what you enter in on the red line. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And that is where you measure your 30 pips from wherever the green line is. Is that right?
You can, but look, if you look at the cool thing about the scanner is you don't have to measure anything right now because it gives you the stop loss. So what I want you to do this week is just to put whatever stop loss is already in there.
Okay, so that I would enter literally the red numbers in on the red line and then the green number on the green line. And that's for instant execution.
Absolutely. That means once you've entered that, you hit buy or sell, you're in the market. Absolutely.
So then what are the green, what is the blue, what are the blue numbers for then?
They are depending on your risk level. So what you're going to put in, so the entry price, in this case, when you hit instant execution, you don't have to put in an entry price. So the green is going to be for your take profit, and you can decide if it's the first, second, or third. Based on basics and just getting started, the green line is always going to be your take profit. The red line is always going to be your stop loss. Because right now you're brand new and you haven't dealt with pending orders. And when we're doing pending orders, that's when you're going to use your entry price.
Okay, got it. That's when you're entering in buy limit, sell limit, buy stop.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, I follow it now. That's when you use the blue. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Yes. That's why we ask questions.
So real quick, so you use buy limit and sell limit when it's not at the entry price yet? Is that what you just said?
Okay, when the entry price is above where the price is or below where the price is, when you're predicting what the entry price is, that's when you're going to use pending order. For the harmonic scanner, 9 times out of 10, when a scan is ready to go, price is going to be here, meaning instant execution.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And I asked that just because I want to explain it a million different ways, because that's how my brain works. The fact that I tested dyslexic in college and I'm now trading profitably still blows my mind. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. One more round of questions. Amen.
I have one more quick. I have one more quick question.
Sure.
Can you quickly show again where's the tool that you use to see your pips? How many pips you'll get?
This tool right here.
Okay, so you
see
click
that? And it says measure. You see how it says measure? Then you're going to click it. You're going to click it on whatever you want to measure, and then you're just going to drag up. And you can see it pulls you right there, and that's a good 75 pips. We like that.
Okay.
Why are we counting pips again?
Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 7 pips because we're on the 15-minute chart. That's why you got to know your charts. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. So you're using the 4th digit and that will give you your number of pips, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you said it's.
And again, that's in your basics. I think that's video 3 or 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got it. I understand.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
You can see it there on the screen, right?
Right. And you said always pay attention to your chart time, right? Like if it's an hour or 4 hour.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because that's how you're going to accurately count your pips.
Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. And you'll do it. You'll jump in the market on a 15-minute chart thinking you were on an hour chart. You'd be like, whoa, 60 pips. And it'd be like, nope. Because I've done it. And then just know, fail forward. That's why you're in demo.
Right.
Fail fast and quick. And then learn from it. And honey, it'll teach you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
Okay. Quick question. When I open my demo, I opened it with $100,000. I need to. Can I?
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
Okay. That's okay.
I wish it was real money though.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't that be wonderful if we could all just do that? Open our demo account, $100,000. Yay.
So can I?
I think you can. Well, are you with Hugo's Way?
Hugo's Way, yeah.
I think you need to go through the account though. I don't think you can do it.
Can I answer that one for you?
Yes, you can. Thank you, Broderick.
You would probably want to set that according to what you plan on starting your account with, because you got to remember we're practicing, so we're trying to get close as we can to our real money. So I would suggest you go 0 to 300 or 500 to 1,000, depending on what you're going to start your account with.
Okay. Yeah. You're talking about the money end? No, that's what he was asking, Broderick. He was asking how to change that.
How to change that, yeah.
It's your leverage. It's you just go back and start with 0 to 300, it'll look more real.
Hugo,
or
Broderick, Broderick, I
I'm
got
sorry.
it. I got it, Broderick. I got it. When you open up a new demo account, and when you first open it up in the settings, it's going to ask you what you want your leverage to be and how much money you want it to be. If you're already in a demo, you cannot change it. You got to go back into that same broker and go ahead and open up another demo.
Another demo. Okay. Okay, I figured.
And then be careful, because right when it says this is when you want to register it, look down, scroll down, and this is Android and or iPhone. Scroll down, and it's going to say, what do you want your leverage to be? So here's a cheat sheet. You want your leverage to be 1 to 500, no more, no less. Right? Second thing, you want it, like Broderick just said, you want it as close to what you're going to put in your account. So some brokers can only put 3,000, some could put 0 to 500 or what have you, as you want.
Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Now, is that
So
true?
it's best to start with the account with the bigger balance? Start with the bigger balance?
No. And the reason is, go ahead.
Start with a realistic balance. Start with a realistic balance. You must treat your demo like your live account. I'm going to tell you why, and then because we're going to end this call. And first of all, before I tell you why, everybody give fireballs to Zenga for killing this call, managing the questions, managing mute, and making sure we all got extra value for night. Put some fireballs in that chat. That's energy.
Boom,
you
baby.
can come up and say thank you too. That's the
Thank you.
Second, to answer that question, this is for everybody on this call. I don't care if you started 2 hours ago or 2 years ago. Your demo is your best friend, not your live. Your demo. So let me tell you about your demo account. It's something called emotional connection. I'll talk about it more on Friday, but you got to get emotionally connected to that money. So you want to make it as realistic as possible. Even make a list on what you're going to do, what you could have done with that money. If it's $3,000, what you could have spent that $3,000 on. Because as you're trading it, you need to feel emotionally connected to it. Absolutely. And then get in there and blow the account as quickly as possible. That's a mental trick we're going to talk about more on Friday. Everybody do your homework from Monday. Do your homework from tonight, because on Friday, we will be going over it with the review. Bring your questions. Go through something on the academy. Real talk, something, because it's more about showing up than it is about getting through. So show up. Go through something. 2-minute calls. Show up on it and everything. We're going to see you back. Well, we're going to for the link that will be on Friday will be my link. We will, like I said, we'll be these questions, going through review, how to put it in and everything. Right now, the reason why I took the mic, because we want everybody to slow down. I feel like y'all we about to make money. We will be making money on these calls. Because
I was like, whoa, get out of your live account. What is happening?
Slow down. Out your live account, because we want your success story, not your complaints. Real talk. You'll be like, I was on those calls and I put my money in my live account and I blew it. That's not on us. That's on you. So we want to make sure you're accountable and responsible. All right. Last round for questions, concerns.
Pick me.
I always feel bad when you show your face, Noble, so I had to show mine. Yes, Lady
Hey,
P,
can I
what's
say?
up?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, clarification on leverage, because I have always been told, don't ask me where this originated, but I've been told by other mentors that you would want to start with 1 to 50. And if you had like $1,000 in your brokerage account, then you could up it to 1 to 100, 2,000 up it to 1 to 200. So if you're sitting at 1 to 500 and you're in your, let's say you're in your live account, can you change that leverage?
Yes. Okay, let me answer a couple of questions. That's a perfect question. Yes, in your live account, you can change your leverage at any time. That's one. Two, this is the second thing I'm gonna say. The reason why I say 1 to 500 is because I asked two, not one, two of the millionaire, not six-figure, seven-figure Trade Nation, not YouTube, Trade Nation, physical people, not on the phone, and physical face-to-face, what leverage to put in. And I like to make those clarifications because I don't get my knowledge from YouTube. I get my knowledge from people I can touch, right? So here, number one, here in Trade Nation. Number two, they went through IML and they became seven-figure traders. I seen the live account with my own eyes. I said, what leverage do you use? They both said use 1 to 500. And then manage
if you go
your
into the
risk
academy,
lot sizes.
Christopher Terry says the same thing.
Yep.
Okay, I was just making sure, like, because I know I have talked to those same people, and that's what they told me as well. But I also don't know what their account size was when they had that set at 1 to 500.
Listen,
I want to make sure.
That was another question. One of them started with $500 and it was 1 to 500. The other one started with $50 and it was 1 to 500. It is now, when I saw the account, it was 888,000 rather. 300, something like that. It was 880. Listen, I saw that amount, and it was still 1 to 500. The other account I saw, Jesus, I cried, but it was real, and it was 1 to 500.
Perfect. Thank you, Noble.
Okay. Okay. All right. We had another question. I heard it coming up. It's our last question. Somebody got the mic? Drum roll.
Broderick wanted to say something. Broderick, did you want to say
Broderick.
something?
I just want to say shout out to the ladies of Trade Nation. This is wonderful. This is wonderful for our team. This will make our team a whole lot more profitable. This will make everybody a whole lot more comfortable. So shout out to you ladies for doing this. Keep it going. It's really, really motivating to see our team doing this. So ladies of Trade Nation, keep it popping. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
I
brother.
double that.
Hey, ladies.
Awesome.
Hey, really quick, you guys. Hold on, I'm getting some trade alerts. Really quick, I want to say definitely, Zendra, phenomenal, phenomenal way to exercise patience for sure. Like 100%. I really respect you on that.
I learned from the best, Isis. I studied your harmonic scanner training. You know that. I was on trainings going, all right, I'm going to figure this out. So thanks.
Yes. So really quick before we close this out, I just want to put out some just little important information. I'm not sure who was on the Monday trading basic class, but I do want you guys to know every Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we go over the basics together, and we're going to keep going over it and over it and over it and over it over and over again every Monday. So I highly recommend that everybody, and even people that you know that's not on this call, be on that call on Monday so you can fully understand this. And the second thing is, you guys, get with your mentors. Make sure that you are in our WhatsApp group. What we did is we merged my team, Noble's team, and Zendra's team into one WhatsApp group so we can all communicate with each other and share trade ideas. Now, some of you all have already been placed in there, so let's get the momentum in that group. Let's start sharing some trade ideas. If you have not been added to that group, give it your mentor, let them know that you're active, and let's get you in the group. That's all I want to say. Thank you.
All right, man, teamwork makes the dream work. I am so honored to share the stage and the platform with some powerful women. And everybody on this call, first and foremost, give yourself a round of applause. You showed up, you showed out, you got more information and more value from this call, hopefully, than you had when you came. And we're going to keep it going. The next call you need to be open and ready for, go ahead and put it in your calendar, is Friday night. Noble is going to be doing mindset. She already broke down some of the reviews she's going to be doing. We're going to be here each and every week doing these Zooms, making sure that you get this. I myself, I counted, have been through the academy 24 times. And I still sometimes take a couple of hours on the weekends and go back through, check my notes. It is one of those things, because it's the way I learn. Repetition, repetition, repetition is absolutely the way to go. All right. So with that, thank you guys for your energy, for your questions. Again, there's never a bad question. We will go over it as many times as we need to. We are here to support you. But thank you guys for showing up and showing out and adding your energy to the call. With that, I want you to have a great night. Go in and check out your Harmonic Scanner. Go into the IML Academy and look at that. The video that we watched today several times. Play with it. Put in a bunch of trades. Make sure that you can read what's on the Harmonic Scanner. Place it into your MetaTrader 4, and that we get you in the habit of trading profitably with this amazing tool. With that, have a great night. Peace, and make sure that you get in that WhatsApp group. Reach out to your mentors, your upline, and make sure that you have that information. All right, guys? Knowledge is power. Keep showing up to make sure that you increase yours. With that, have a good night. Peace.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you again. Thanks.
Good night. Thank you.